Broomfield, Colorado is quickly becoming one of the most popular places to live just outside of Denver. I have so many people either researching or contacting me about Broomfield, Colorado. So in this video, I have decided to put together some information that you're going to need if you're planning on thinking about moving to Broomfield. Let's get started. Hi there, Christy Lee here, and I am a native as well as a local real estate agent in the state, and please reach out to me anytime if you have additional questions regarding either Broomfield or any other area. I'd be more than happy to help you. All right, let's just jump right in. So Broomfield, Colorado, like I said, is becoming one of the most popular places to live, and it got me wondering, what is it about Broomfield? Now, I have personally lived in Broomfield. I have personally worked in Broomfield, and I obviously have a lot of people reaching out about this area. So let's just get started. The biggest reason I feel that most people are moving or gravitating towards this area is simply because of the location. The location is legit prime location if you're planning on either working or visiting both Denver and Boulder. Broomfield is literally located pretty much like right in the middle of it. You're about 20 miles or 25 minutes or so from Denver and about 15 to 20 minutes to Boulder. So you have prime location from either direction, and that's why I think most likely people are gravitating towards this area. Now, don't get me wrong, Broomfield is huge. It's spread out significantly. In fact, it's about 33 square miles. So I feel like a lot of Broomfield actually does run into Westminster, Superior, and a little bit of Erie as well. So even if you were to move to Broomfield, most likely you're going to be spending some time or quite a bit of time in some of those other areas as well. So I don't want you to just fixate on Broomfield specifically, mainly because it kind of meshes in with some of these other areas. All right, so Broomfield, in my opinion, is relatively affordable compared to some of the other areas. And I want to focus on Boulder. So when people are talking to me about Broomfield, they mainly want to be close to Boulder for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's employment or school or whatever. But Boulder is insane pricing. I mean, not only is it insane for rent, it's insane for just housing costs as well. So right now in Broomfield, in about 2024, your average cost for a home in Broomfield is going to be mid 600s. Now, mid 600s is going to get you pretty much a home that's probably going to be built in the 70s or 80s, maybe roughly around 1,500 square feet. So it is going to be a little bit older and definitely a little bit smaller. Now, if you're wanting something newer or bigger, just keep in mind that they definitely have that. Broomfield is still definitely growing, and they have the larger houses and the newer homes, but those are going to be price point right around $750 and then well into the multi-millions, okay? Now, the reason I am mentioning this is that what the people who do move to Broomfield want to be close to Boulder, like I said, and Boulder's prices, on average, those homes are about $1.2 million and for the same house. And then for rents, you're looking at about $2,200 a month for a one bedroom, where Broomfield is roughly about $1,600 for a one bedroom. So you do get more bang for your buck, and you're only about 15-20 minutes away from Boulder. So that's why people also gravitate towards this area. The employers in Broomfield, I find from personal experience with people reaching out to me, I was in property management as well in the Broomfield area. So people were moving to this area for a variety of reasons, but mainly it was because of the employers. So there's some top employers in this area. You have Ball Aerospace, you have Noodles and Company, Vail Resorts, Crocs actually is in Broomfield as well. So there's some major players, Staples, there's some major players that take place within the Broomfield area. If you're somebody who's in the health industry, there's a lot of health related jobs in this area. SLC Health is going to be one of the major players in there as well. Lafayette, like I said, is going to be really close to Broomfield as well, and you're going to have the Good Samaritan Hospital over there as well. So you have some major employment opportunities if you're to move to the Broomfield area. All right, if you're liking this content, please remember to click that subscribe button right there. Give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Back to the video. Okay, so Broomfield also offers a lot of outdoor activities, if you want to say. So if you're an outdoor enthusiast, I definitely say that moving to Broomfield is probably going to be a major advantage for you. We're going to have 4 trail systems, which is amazing. 700 acres of parks. The trail system is phenomenal. So if you're a bike rider, like a cyclist, a runner, whatever, you have trail systems. I'm actually sitting on one. Trail systems that run over to Boulder, that run into Denver. I've personally been on them. They're amazing. So there's no short of trail systems. There's plenty of ponds with fishing areas. So if you're a fisherman, like you could go out and you could fish and, you know, just on a random Tuesday. There's just a lot of outdoor stuff out here. And in fact, I'm sitting at the Broomfield Commons Park right here, the community park in the middle of Broomfield, which is actually kind of like in the heart of it, even though it's so big. Broomfield, this park is kind of right in the middle. Well, anyways, there's runners, bikers all over the place right now as I'm taking this video. So, I mean, it's a gorgeous day and there's no shortage of that. Also, because of its location, Broomfield is really close to the foothills, so the Flatirons Mountains. If you are a hiker, a rock climber, anything like that, getting out to the Flatirons Mountains, it's just easy peasy, you know, 15-20 minutes to get into Boulder, like I said. But then if you're also like a skier, a snowboarder, camper, whatever that might be, you could head up to the foothills literally in no time, or you could even get to Estes Park and the Rocky Mountain National Park within 45 minutes or so. So this location, I really feel like is like prime location, and why most people are gravitating towards this area. All right, so if you're looking for something like newer developments, so there's definitely a bunch of newer developments within the Broomfield area, and again, they're really widespread, so depending on which part of Broomfield you want to be in. But the Arista community is going to be one of the biggest, but it's going to be more of your apartments, condos, townhomes, all of that kind of thing. And it's very like a walkability kind of thing that they're offering. They have the restaurants, the breweries, there's maybe a little bit of boutique retail stuff, but then also a lot of workspace areas as well. You're gonna have, you know, Starbucks and all that. It's just gonna be all right there. Children's Hospital is right there as well. So that's gonna be one of the biggest, newest, trendiest areas, I would say. But there's definitely plenty of other new build communities popping up all over the place. So one of the bigger ones that's gonna be more on the northeast side of Broomfield, I should say, closer to Erie, is going to be Anthem. And Anthem is going to be price point roughly around $750 to $800 to going well into the multi-millions, but it also has 3 different communities within that as well. So you have Anthem, Anthem Ranch, and Anthem Highlands. Anyways, one of them is going to be a 55 and older community too. So if that's something that you're looking for, that's a great neighborhood as well. And that's actually located in the Broomfield area. One thing I will say, things to do in Broomfield. So while I say it's very spread out, a lot of the things that you're going to probably find yourself doing may or may not be actually located in the Broomfield city itself, just because of the way it is. And I do think that one bummer part of Broomfield is that they actually don't have like a downtown area. Like a lot of the surrounding cities like Lafayette, Louisville, Erie, they all have like that downtown strip, like that main area where you're gonna go and, you know, eat and shop and have all, you know, farmers markets and things like that. Broomfield actually does not have anything like that. So that's why you're probably gonna go other areas. So for example, you're probably going to go to Arista for dining and entertainment. They do actually have the First Bake Center, which is used to, for the longest time, have concerts and stuff. But actually, as of this year, 2024, they're actually bulldozing that area and actually going to make it a whole open space and parks and greenery and things like that. So that's actually going to be cool too. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe they're going to have outdoor concerts or something out there. I don't know. But as well as the Flatirons Mall. So for shopping, you're going to be probably going over to the Flatirons Mall. Now, while I will say the Flatirons Mall, it's a mall, it's fine, but it used to be way better than it is now, and that's why they're going to be redoing it. And so it's currently under construction. You could still shop there, but they're going to be making it a whole outdoor thing now. So you're going to have live workspaces, a bunch of restaurants out there, definitely more inviting for people. So that's currently undergoing construction right now in the Broomfield area as well. You're probably going to head over to say the Butterfly Pavilion, which is super cool, and Adventure Putt-Putt Golf area. So those two are my 2 favorites. Love them, but ironically both located in Westminster, as well as Waterworld. Waterworld is one of them too. So all of these are kind of kid-related items. Well, I mean, adults, I have fun there too, but both of them, or all 3 of them, are going to be located in the Westminster area. But again, like I said, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the surrounding areas because we're talking 5, 10, 15 minutes to get to any of these other things from the Broomfield area. The Orchard Town Center, which is going to be located in Westminster / Broomfield as well. That's going to be an outdoor mall, as well as the Outlets Mall, the Denver Premium Outlets, which is just across the highway. And that is going to be technically Thornton. So all of these things, depending on where you're at in the Broomfield area, are within minutes. So I wouldn't stress about the actual where you're going to shop, because they're literally all over the place, even if you live in Broomfield. Another thing I will say about the Broomfield area is its schools. So Broomfield, because it is so big, is going to be part of a few different school districts. So we have the Broomfield School District. They actually have their own, but depending on where you're located, you might also be part of the Boulder Valley School District, which is actually ranked number 1 in the state according to niche.com. Then you have the Adams 12 5-star. That's going to be part of Broomfield as well. So again, do your research, and depending on where you want to be, depending on which school district is going to determine what school district you're located in. Now, Colorado does have the open enrollment option. So if you fell in love with one particular house in one particular area of Broomfield, but you want to be part of a different school district, you absolutely can do that. You just need to open enroll. As long as the school has space, you can go there. So that's super cool as well. Another thing I feel why people gravitate towards Broomfield right now is that, as far as politics are concerned, I'm not going to get into politics, of course, but I feel like Broomfield as a whole is pretty split. There's not like where you go into maybe Boulder and you could definitely feel that very much like the liberal side, or if you go up to Will County or like up north like Greeley, that's going to be definitely more conservative. I feel like Broomfield's definitely be more split, which makes it a little bit more comfortable when people are moving here, depending on which view you're on. I don't feel like you're going to feel that as an overall living here, because it's you're going to see both. You're going to see both sides. You're going to see both opinions. So I don't feel like it's overall one way or another. All right, so that's Broomfield as a whole and why I truly believe people are moving here. Like I said, I have lived here, I have worked here, I have plenty of people, clients, whatever, come here, and I truly do love this area. There's just so much of this area to choose from. So please reach out to me if you have any questions regarding this area, or again, any other of the surrounding areas. I'd be more than happy to help you anyway. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video. Take care.